What's the purpose of public relations and publicity? This is what we're talking about in this episode. Bonjour, hello everyone. I'm Nata, host of the NATA PR School podcast. You're a successful entrepreneur or marketing manager and you're about to launch a new product or service, or you've been selling your goods for quite some time, but you want to learn how to increase your visibility, get known, and reach more clients? At NATA PR, we deal with real clients every day, and we'll teach you simple, fun, and honest PR solutions. You'll learn easy steps to combine PR to social media right now. Keep listening and let's get started. Bonjour, hello, and welcome to episode 130 of the NATA PR School podcast. PR likes novelty, and advertising goes for established brands. PR loves anything new, and advertising loves brands that are well known. That's what it means. And we often confuse advertising practices with what public relations does. Now, what's the use of each of those? Clearly, the purpose of both is, at the end of the day, to generate sales most of the time, unless you decide to do a PR campaign just to, let's say, increase your visibility, you need to get known. But most of the time, if you want to do a PR campaign, is because eventually you have something to sell. But the way they appeal to consumer, the way publicity and public relations appeal to consumers is very different. Of course, advertising and media relations are part of any good marketing plan. I don't know if you are familiar with the 5 Ps in any good marketing plan: product, price, place, people, promotion. So, of course, public relations and advertising fall under the 5th P, or it can be the first one, but let's say the 5th one. Promotion. So they both help to promote something. But know this, advertisers sell directly to consumer. This is the big difference. Actually, you do an ad campaign. Why? Because you want to sell right away. You use publicity for selling. That's it. Public relations have some other use, but most of the time, public relations means learning about customers and winning them over. It's a lot about charming them, making something shine. If you think about, let's say you have a company that sells beautiful furniture, high-end furniture, outdoor furniture that is amazing. And you convince some magazines to feature them and present beautiful pictures. So, of course, you're going to seduce a man or woman who's going to go flip through the pages or look online for this special, furniture, outdoor furniture, for example. But they might not buy it right away. They might just be looking at some other, and they see all the choices. Of course, you want to be there. You want to be featured in as many online magazines or even paper magazine, because this is where you're going to charm. This is the charming part. So this is what kind of the role public relations plays very often. So this is why PR loves everything new, and advertising really prefers from really far established brands. Might seem obvious, but it's much easier to sell a product to a customer who's already heard of it. And this is where public relations plays its role and often underplays it, really. Why? Because unlike advertising, it's more subtle, it takes time, and, publicity, it's really you. The more noise you make, the more splash you make. So advertising is really, it's a marching band, really. So you play the trumpet. And public relations is a bit different. When you seduce someone, you're not going to take your trumpet, right? To charm them. This is not how you're going to do that. So this is why at NATA PR, the public relations agency that I founded, we're really experts in sharing our clients' news. Anything new they have, we get so excited when there's a new product launch because we know who will be interested by that. We know exactly which journalists and influencers will want to talk about this new product or try it and share the information with their readers, their fans, because there are so many of these go-betweens, they are between you and your customer, these guys, journalists and influencers. And very often their goal is keeping their readers informed, their readers, listeners, fans, right? They want to be sometimes the first to talk about something that's new. So you'll see why time is such a key factor for public relations to let public relations really be able to play its magic, because it takes time. You have to present something, kind of convince them to feature, talk about you. So this is not like publicity, because then you have someone who's talking about your product. Publicity, this can talk directly to your client. And this is the big difference. This is why advertising can be more, let's say, immediate. There are some other PR experts who really want to explain that you can probably do so much with PR. And really, I don't know if you've heard about these people. If you're not in the field, of course, you don't know them. But if you are in the PR world, you might know this couple, Al and Laura Rise. The Rise, R-I-E-S, Rise. They launched a cult PR book that's called, the title is The Fall of Advertising and the Rise of PR. So this is really a striking title. Naturally, this was before the internet, and now what's available to us, the infinite advertising power of Facebook and Google. They wrote that book before. But even today, I guess they would probably push for PR, and I can understand why. So this is really a title really to attract your attention, and it really works. You can tell they are PR people. But at NATA PR, we're not from that school of thought in which, we believe that PR can fix just about everything. No. But we know that if you can combine public relations, advertising, and social media all together and create this amazing plan, you can really have a massive force to reach your clients and consumers, definitely. So if you have a new product or business, of course, it's really to your advantage to use public relations and the start of your campaign if you have the luxury of time. I know it's not always possible. There are different, stories and case study and situation that I can really understand. Sometimes it's not possible. But if you have the luxury of time a little bit and you can plan, you have a few months ahead of you, sometimes it can be really, really efficient to start with public relations. So we've often advised our clients to catch the interest of journalists and influencers first, really before they start their ad campaign. Start with a public relations campaign or an organic influencer campaign, as we say, before moving on with advertising. There are multiple reasons why they would talk about you, these journalists or influencers, and your product. But if you have something new, that's key. That's the best, really. So it's up to you really to take advantage of if now that you know it, if you have something new to include PR in your marketing plan. So of course, if you want to talk about it with me and exchange and ask me questions, you know where to find me. And I hope this little PR break gives you a chance to really think about your company, what you're doing, especially promotion, publicity, and advertising. So today we're talking about public relations who love anything new and advertising that prefers established brands. So hopefully you'll be joining me next week. À la semaine prochaine. Hey, you want to learn more about how to implement PR strategies? Head on to natapr.com and get on our list. You will also receive the NATA PR model on how to create a successful PR campaign. If you want to become a client, just send us an email to nata@natapr.com. Talk to you next week. À la semaine prochaine.